Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4, and in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 35, we're gonna be doing some more one-make races, just like we always do, because that is all there's left in the B license qualified territory. But last episode we did the BMW 1 Series trophy using this 120D right here, as opposed to the 120i, which was less powerful. I should have picked that one to make it more competitive, but today we're going to do another hatchback event, and that is the Audi A3 Cup. Now there's only one A3 to pick from right here. I don't know if there's like an older version that you can buy used, but that is that. It comes in a pretty wide variety of colors, although most of them are just variants of gray. They got a little blue, greenish tint to that gray color. A Koya, that's not a word here very often. Let's buy it in Piedmont Red Pearl Effect. This is magenta. We don't drive that many cars that are in this darker shade of red. I don't like how I just spent an extra 10,000 credits on this car when it has the same amount of horsepower as one we just drove in the last episode from BMW. There must be some supply and demand issue here, but I figure BMW is more popular than Audi whenever it comes to cars like this. So, no license required, just 3 races. It's 2,000 credits for a win. That's 6,000. I hate when this game does this shit to me. These luxurious, expensive British cars. And then in the end, you wind up not making hardly anything with them. Aston Martin, that was a crime. That was a crime against my freaking heart in this game. Suzuka East Course, and then midfield Raceway forward. Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Oh, will you look at that? 250 horsepower. This car is now automatically not as good as the BMW 120D. Sad game, sad vibes game. But I'll tell you the good vibes, we're getting to turn off these driving aids. Yes, I'm driving this car. Okay, well there's the starting lineup. We got turquoise, yellow, dark gray, medium gray, a cherry-ish red, and white, along with our magenta, burgundy, more burgundy, because it's so dark. It kind of matches this shirt right here, my red and black striped shirt. I don't know if this weighs more or less than the BMW 1 Series. I guess we'll just call it that, the 1 Series. It's not vibrating and stuff. Whenever you drive the Ford Focus in this game, for some reason it loves to vibrate the crap out of the controller. It's vibrating now because I'm getting my booty all beat up by this red one and the gray one at the same time. They showed white in the picture, or the color icon at the menu, but it didn't look really white back there. It looks kind of off of white. I'll tell you what would be hilarious is if in one of these races that we got to do, and there's only 3 to pick from, at some point they decide to just push all the different variants of gray, so they basically all look the same, and I'm the only guy with the colored car. Maybe the game is better than that. It only picks a few of those colors, and everything else has to be the different, actual colorful colors. Different colors on the spectrum of the rainbow. Well, we got up to the lead before we could even finish the first lap. They really ain't that good at driving these cars. Of course, this is Suzuka Circuit East Course. I don't know if they're really all that good at this one. Once again, this isn't stock. And I think this is less competitive than the BMW one-make race we did in the last episode was, which is weird because I got a super horsepower boost, and this time I didn't get shit. Well, damn, car. You let me down with that one. This car is definitely agile, but it could use some better tires. Maybe that's just because this car has so much body roll that the tires are not used to that. The same problem with the Jetta G4. There's our first 2,000, and I'll tell you what, after we're done with these 3 races, we're going to compare the specs of the BMW 120D and this one right here. Alright, on to midfield Raceway, forward with that cute pink logo that, you know, we all love. And they didn't do the dumb thing. I wanted them to do the dumb thing, where all the cars just be variants of white and gray. Instead, we got diversity. Stupid diversity. JC don't want diversity. Oh, that is terrible. That's offensive as shit. But not in this context. I mean, if you think about it, having diversity in one race and then not in the other is inherently diversity. It's another dead stop start, just like last race. I always feel that these are the easier ones because we're all coming from this same distance, and the same acceleration. They're usually not that good through the gears in first corners like that. You put them full speed and then they're more gapped out, etc. Damn, you're smashing the brakes for a corner I just had to let off the gas for. I'm already going up the second. I am going to be first before we get to the next corner. This is sad. This is sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Gosh, ain't that an old meme? I mean, it's old as I'm recording this. It's going to be even older as it comes out. What else can I say? Laguna Seca Raceway is next. That'll be a rolling start. I have a hard time remembering which ones are rolling starts and which ones are dead stop starts in this game. It's not like GT3 where everything is dead stop start until you get into the endurance races. The longer ones, they just have to be rolling starts. I don't know how the hell they pick it in this game because I feel like every race could be one or the other. Something I will say about this car, I already said it at Suzuka, but you've got all this great body roll and it's very agile, but I just don't feel that the tires are perfect for it. Whenever it uses all that, it slides, and that's what really wears the tires, but it doesn't take that much because the car works with you instead of having so much freaking front downforce like the BMW Series 1 did. This feels so much lighter than the BMW. It feels like a Jetta G4, just bigger. I feel a little extra weight, but kind of drives the same. Why do I always miss this corner? I'm such donkey nuts shit nipples. Fuck me. I think I'm gonna make Midfield Raceway the thumbnail. Because I think I've only gotten like one or two thumbnails out of that since we started this Let's Play. Whatever. On to the final race. Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. A rolling start where hopefully they can be competitive. Although the biggest problem is they've been smashing the brakes all over the place these past couple races. Ooh, look at these colors. These go nice together for this race. But Laguna Seca is not the thumbnail. I'm going to stick with Midfield Raceway. I had Laguna Seca be the thumbnail for the Mazda RX-8 challenge with this Mazda track. It had to be done. But I care about the art of thumbnail making. Very much so. I think that the past few have been really good ones. I'm so upset they didn't do the dumb thing. Give me them white and grays. Somewhere in the programming, there's got to be the code that says you can't have these colors with these colors in the race. You can only have a few of these and a few of that, and it sorts them out that way. I don't freaking know. That's cool. That's a nice precaution. I feel like you should only use that in some races and others not. I feel like that'd be even more difficult and more specific. Too specific. What the heck? I zoomed in on that for you. Did you see how low resolution that hill was? I never noticed that in this game. That made this track look like it was on Gran Turismo PSP instead of, well, how it should look for this game. I swear it doesn't look like that on Gran Turismo 5. It's super low resolution hills. This is like Google Earth before it recollects the pictures and re-dilates the camera on their virtual camera of Google Earth. Oh my gosh. Look how much these guys are smashing them freaking brakes. Like, I'm going 36, and I'm probably supposed to be going the speed right here, but I had to drive that speed way earlier than necessary. Now I'm not paying attention. Now I'm not even freaking shifting up at the right point. I'm driving off into the sand. Not only are they driving slow, they're driving bad. It's one thing to drive slow, and another thing to drive bad. But doing both at the same time, I'll just smack the snot out of these fucking heads, man. Like, look how I just took that corner. Look at this guy. Like, I had to drive around him. I gotta work my way around him somehow because you come out all the way on the outside whenever you make a perfect fucking corner. And this guy over here is on the outside driving slow, so I had to wander off towards the wall and almost die. I will say, something that comes good with a car that handles this way is drifting. If you want to drift with this car, it's like, alright bitch, we'll drift. Money, money, money! I am losing That's what's happening in this video. I'm losing money. What's there to be happy about? They gave us Audi Le Mans Quattro last time. Now they're giving us the Audi Pikes Peak Quattro. Okay, so yeah, the SUV with the blue headlights. If I drive this SUV at night, will the headlights show up blue? No, it doesn't. Sounds cool as hell though. Okay, let's look at them specs on those cars. So dumb. I was wrong. The RX-8 was the one that had the 285 horsepower. That was originally 246. The 120D had 164 horsepower. I was like 100 off. That, whoopsie daisy. We are no longer looking at the specs. We're just going to focus on the fact that I am so freaking dumb. You probably already commented on the video that was the wrong car I was thinking of. Dad, talked about it all episode long and I wasn't even right. So, 23.9% game completion. Next episode, we're going to reach 24. This is good. Endurance racing coming soon. And there's my Audi Pikes Peak Quattro with the not blue headlights. How could they not be blue? I don't know. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.